Hey guys, Smithler here, and today I am back with some more Minecraft Create. Today we are going to be doing the storage, because I'm really going to need it soon. When I got this automation set up, I did not expect it to be this good. And, well, we got some crushed ores, just a couple. We have some iron, just a little bit, guys. So, and this is only the stuff that I have extracting to smelt. This isn't even all the other stuff. So, what I'm going to do is, I went and I basically just collected a bunch of wood. I got a bunch of the drawers, and then I have all the stuff to make the controller. So, we're going to do that, and I'm going to probably, I don't know exactly where I want to put this. Because I need something. We gotta make it connect to here. And to go across. So, yeah. This will be interesting. We also might have to cut both these conveyor belts while we do this. Because I think we're gonna have to basically purge this entire item vault. I think this is gonna have to be removed. And then what we'll do is we'll just have something different set up for our gravel, because I don't know if we can tell it where, like, this is gravel and then nowhere else can send out gravel. I don't think that we can tell it that, but we'll find out. So I'm gonna find a place to put it. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we're gonna have to do probably some more ground conveyor belts, because that's just kind of easier. So I might put it back here. This is a relatively unused area, so I might send it that way. But I'm gonna get to work on that, and I'll be back in a bit. So I just had to record this. I was mining up this area to put all the storage, and there's just a block of raw copper. And I don't. Okay, I'm very confused by that. I didn't realize that blocks of raw copper were something that I could find. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, it's just my random share of the day. You're welcome, guys. Alright, so I've gotten a lot of this stuff set up. So I have from my chest over here that has from the smelting, and then as well from the item vault, but I'm not going to pull from the item vault yet. I'm gonna basically stop this whole system at some point. Actually, let's go do that now. I went through 15,000 cobblestone, which is ridiculous. So we're gonna let the gravel that's here leave, and we're gonna let all of these uncooked ores go by, and then we're gonna switch this up a bit. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do it, but yeah, we're gonna have to do something. So I'll figure that out. But for now, this lane's not gonna be in use, and I just realized that that's gonna be a problem. I'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'll deal with these later. It's not as important. I'll figure them out. But for now, the more important one is this chest here, which if I put an andasite funnel on, it's now going to start pulling out. And it's going to go all the way across this conveyor belt. It doesn't really look pretty how I have all the conveyor belts, but it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't really matter as much. Here we can build a bit of a staircase. There we go. So as you guys can see, it's going in. It's filling up some of the drawers. Each of these can hold 32 stacks. So that'll be pretty good for at least that stuff and the item vault over there. Everything else, like all of my cobblestone, netherrack, all that stuff, for now, I'm just going to keep in these chests. But I'm going to pull out all of my ores and stuff. All of that is going to be going in. So that's that's kind of the plan. I gotta rework some of these conveyor belts, as well as figuring out how I'm gonna do this item vault, since I need to basically switch a lot of that stuff up. So I'm gonna get to work on that part now. Alright, so I reorganized stuff. So gravel goes to its own place, and then all the other items go to a different place. Now the only issue is if I put this funnel here, right, so what would happen is it would go into this funnel, and then logically it would come out this one, this one, this one, and this one if it's any of those items. And then anything that's left that's not those 4 items would come out here. That's the logical way of thinking. Well, the game decided to not do the logical thinking, and instead what happens is I'm going to show you guys because I don't feel like running down the track to catch things, is it'll come down, it'll come in, and then it'll come out, or it won't even come out these 4. It'll just come out this one. It skips the actual filtering and goes straight to coming out. So basically, what should happen is the funnels that have no filtering, they should be the catch-alls. Catch-alls are always supposed to be last. They should never, ever, ever be first. That defeats the whole purpose. So I'm going to have to rework a lot, which I was hoping not to have to do. I already had to redo a lot just to do this. Now I got to rework it more because the item vaults are stupid and can't figure out follow the filters first. Yeah, this is great. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Hopefully I can come back with something. But, I mean, we got the storage pretty much set up. As you guys can see, we got ourselves diamonds. Pretty much have everything. I'm not really worried about materials at this point. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good here. I'm also probably going to get this over there at some point. Can probably just line it up with that conveyor belt up there. Then have all this stuff going in there too. Probably hook one up for whenever we are making brass, because we can probably automate that. We might be able to run something behind and automate it. So, but yeah, we're getting there, guys. So I'm gonna try and get this working. It's so dumb that you have, like, why does this one run before these? That just should not happen. I don't get it. So I'm going to try and figure out something. I'm hoping that I can. I'll be back if I can figure something out. Alright, so I figured it out. I went to Google, and Google managed to help me. You can use these filters, which actually will filter multiple things. So I have multiple things on input into the item vault, and then it can go and send everything out of it. So I did a bunch of resizing for absolutely no reason, which is fantastic. So this filter will bring in all of those items, which are the netherrack, sand, and gravel sifting for the brass mesh and the advanced brass mesh. So this is all set for anything that I might put in to do any sifting. So that should be good. And then everything else is basically the same. I switched out some of my other things because I didn't need all of those brass filters over there. I brought them all over here. Technically, I can just put, like, an andesite one over there, pretty much. But I put them over here, so this one's going into that chest. It can take up to 64. And then I put this one over here, which it'll take items, and it'll do stacks of up to 20, which I found is... it's a lot, but it's still able to smelt. So that's kind of a good... it's kind of a good number for that. Now, one thing that I do got to do here is we are going to get our sifting back up. I had it off while I was messing with the brass mesh, but I wanted to still produce our gravel. And let's take a peek at how our cobble is doing. Still 9,000. Okay, we're good. We are solid on that front. Alright. So, yeah, we got this going. We're making a lot of resources. We're doing great right now. I'm really not that concerned. If you look, I'll even show you guys. I will say, this is like a really messy base, but I'm not that upset with it. So see, it goes right past and right up the chute. And then an emerald comes by. We take that, send the other thing on its way. So this is all set. I can basically AFK here, and the only things that can really clog are because of how few sifters I have. I'll probably need to add more to that row. Is the gravel can back up, which will eventually back up this item vault, which will back up these hoppers, which will then just have a bunch of entities sitting there, and then it'll eventually crash the server, but we're good for a while. I would probably be able to go offline for a night and it would be fine. So yeah, that's what we got. I'm probably going to add some more sifters up there off camera, and I don't... So what I did was I was doing some sand earlier. So one of these is not the advanced brass mesh. So what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to set this one to be sand only so that we can get some sand going as well. And then I'll add some more to this. And yeah, we'll have a pretty good amount of resources. I mean, I already have like 800 diamonds, which is fantastic. Yeah, we got 702. I have almost 300 emeralds. So we're doing fairly well. So I'm gonna go increase those. And yeah. Also, I would like to say, for where we are, this is really good. I have only been doing this for like a week. It hasn't even been a week yet, and I have this. So we're not doing too bad here. Except for my mental health. That might be deteriorating, but, you know, so be it. So yeah, that's what we got. I'm gonna increase how many of those we have. I'll allow for sand just so that we can... Sand gives us redstone, so that's nice. So I'll do that a little bit. And yeah, that's all I got for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, then please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.